I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you're in support, please. The link is in my bio to my GoFundMe. The money will go towards my attorney fees and to just make sure I'm keeping my head above water.
Lil Rod had high hopes of suing Diddy and making millions of dollars, but things hasn't been going according to plans. It's being reported that Lil Rod is broke and he don't know what to do. Lil Rod wish he would have never sued Diddy. Now he in the news claiming that he hiding from Monster Diddy. He's nothing to be played with. Anybody could have told him that. He knew that before he sued Diddy. But if he wasn't a rat trying to get that cheese, he wouldn't be in this predicament. Not only is he a rat trying to get some cheese, but he's a rat. And you can see his ribs touching because he ain't getting no cheese, nobody paying him nothing. His reputation is ruined, and a lot of other people that try suing Diddy is going through the same thing. The producer claims he's been having suicidal thoughts and fears he will be hurt if spotted in public. So DoorDash, Uber Eats for the rest of his life. Instacart is the only way he gonna be able to eat for the rest of his life, because he went at a multi-million-dollar mogul that everybody knows. He made sexual allegations about another man and people refused to let him live this down. He forever gonna be the herb in school. Even though he a grown man and he not in school no more, he's still gonna be getting picked on and bullied, robbed, stomped for the rest of his life because he made a horrible decision. Lil Rod has been mostly out of the public eye since filing his sexual assault lawsuit against Diddy, and that has been purposeful. The producer recently did his first interview since filing, revealing his fears and struggles as he continues to seek justice against the Bad Boy founder. Rod, who claims he was instrumental in Puff's Grammy-nominated October 2023 LP, The Love Album, Off the Grid, claims that he has been having suicidal thoughts, is worried he may get killed if he is seen in public, and has been struggling financially. There have been too many people trying to figure out where I'm at, he told Rolling Stone. My mom doesn't even know where I live. It's been like that pretty much all year. His mother must still be in contact with Puff. He don't want his mama to know where he at. Cause if he do, all she gonna do is call Puff and tell him where he at, and they gonna go get him, and they gonna hit his mother off with the ransom money. It don't even have to be Diddy with the ransom money. It could be somebody in his entourage that want to see Lil Rod get got. Can you imagine how many people was in the studio with Lil Rod and he got all their information, and if he wanted to, he could be shiesty and put all their business out there in the street? You know how many married men was hanging around them studios with Lil Rod doing God knows what, and he up there recording them in the act? If they catch him in the street and he playing with their lives and their livelihoods and their reputations and stuff, they might snap his neck at the subway. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue.
Yeah, that is weird, man. I never knew about that, man. You never told me about that, man. But to get back to this lawsuit, right, Lil Rod, he also alleges that, Diddy, he will grope his genitals and he will grope his anus.
My man, I didn't understand that one right now, because his anus is your asshole. His genitals is his nut. So I guess he had to be naked when Puff was doing that. Where was he at? What was he doing? Because he said that they never had sex. If you read it in the thing, they never had sex.
Mm-hmm.
He made claims that they never had sex, but how would he grope your anus? Your asshole? How would he play with your genitals?
Yeah, it don't make sense. I mean,
it don't make sense.
The details is why Lil Rod not getting paid. He don't want to come out with it. He trying to hold on to his manhood, his integrity, his dignity. He trying to make it seem like he never been penetrated. He only been groped. Like, what difference do it make? You should have just told them that Diddy wham bam thank you ma'am and have some proof. He got all this video footage. He hiding in the bushes recording people. What about them bloody draws? Why he ain't show up to the court with that funky jock strap with Diddy's DNA all on it? All he can say is that he been touched and fondled. That ain't enough to get no $30 million. You gonna have to show them the whole gangbang with you in distress. And you better not lick your lips not one time on the video. He went on to explain why he feels the need to stay in hiding, largely due to his experiences with the former Making the Band star. He is a monster, Rod said. He'll do whatever is necessary to get exactly what he wants. He doesn't take no for an answer. But he only groped your genitals and fondled your anus. So if he really wanted it, he wouldn't have stopped at nothing to take what he wanted. But he was just playing with you. He was giving you a little tease, and you turned around and tried to sue him for 30 mil. When somebody catch him in the street, God forbid, I don't want to see nothing happen to Lil Rod, but people feel like he need to be made an example out of. Because if this keep going like the way it's going, Choke No Joke recently came out and said that Diddy was hitting on him.
But Diddy has hit on me at Steve Rifkin house. Everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it.
These men be claiming to be the only straight men in Diddy's company. And when they realize that they the only straight man in the building, that's when they be trying to get up out of there, but it's too late. The zombie apocalypse done already happened. Lil Rod done been in the same situation as Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke been in the same situation as Gene Deal, and everybody pointing the finger at Puff like he the only weirdo in their group.
How you wake up butt the F naked with two other men in the bed with Diddy and nothing happened? I think he was just trying to save face, man.
But do you think it's a possibility that he meant that, Diddy will grope his, butt, instead of anus? I mean, because I'm trying to figure out how does that work? Somebody groping your anus.
You're going to say your butt. The lawyer would say, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
He would say, my butt cheeks. There's a such thing called butt cheeks. Your two cheeks. He said anus. The anus is the asshole. How did he get that far?
Gene got a whole lot of details on this subject. He know the difference between the left cheek and the right cheek. You put that together and those are butt cheeks, man. Gene trying to explain how it goes down with an ass, especially when it got something to do with Diddy. He's seen a whole lot of that. He got hours worth of zesty tapes of him talking about Diddy's exploits. He witnessed it with his own two eyes. He seen it. He seen Diddy in the act. He seen Diddy being pleasured. He witnessed what gets Puff off. Gene Deal know. If anybody know, Gene know. And he been telling it for a long time.
Lil Rod, you gotta say no to Diddy sometimes. No, that shit ain't funny, man. But you gotta say no.
So from you reading the lawsuit, right, you feel like he had relations with Diddy?
When me being a former investigator, I think Lil Rod was trying to save face on certain things, that he had somewhat of a relationship or he was doing some things with Diddy that he didn't want to really come out in that fashion. Because there's no way that he gonna wake up and his anus is hurting and his genitals is all over the place and he's in the bed after being drunk or drugged and saying nothing happened. And
he probably loved every last minute of it. He probably rolled over and got mad because Puff wasn't there. He come stomping in the kitchen with some little ass man shorts on, some hoochie daddy pants, and Puff sitting in there eating cereal. He talking to Lil Rod, Rod acting like he don't hear him. He got an attitude. He's stomping all over the house because he mad that Puff got up and left. Who knows, man? Now they got me with the zesty allegations and speculations. Got a little zest fantasy going on. Gene Dilla get you in the mood. No Diddy. Well, yes, Diddy. Yes, Diddy. Gene Dilla do it, boy. He talk about the left cheek, the right cheek, putting them shits together and make a PBJ, man. No Diddy.
And you think that Diddy gonna be in the bed with 3 other men and nothing happened? It doesn't sound logical. If we're reading and believing what he said in those papers. If you woke up in bed and you was drunk or intoxicated on ecstasy, on whatever drugs that they put in there, roofied you or whatever, and you not and you not feeling right, something is wrong. Wouldn't you say? Something is wrong. He didn't say we woke up with all my clothes. He said we woke up buck the F naked in those papers. So if he butt naked in those papers,
Gene been there. You could take his word for it. You could stamp it, sign it, and deliver it. He been in them rooms, them bathhouses, wherever they got it in there. Gene seen it. You can't say he didn't, because he did. He was a part of it. He shook their hands afterwards, pat them on their back. When the freak is over, Gene was waiting there to hand them their coats, their car keys. Gene was the one giving them Tylenol and rubbing on them, making sure they was good. It was Gene going to the Walmart, coming back with the Band-Aids or whatever. Lil Rod, real name Rodney Jones, claims that the former Revolt chairman told him he would smack my mama, showing the lengths he would go to get what he wants. Anybody who can say that, even jokingly, is a monster. He's nothing to be played with. For a person whose brand is Love Records and changed their name to Love and named their kid Love, he doesn't show any love. He's just marketing. He said, boy, this feels so good, I'ma slap your mama. And Lil Rod got scared like a bitch.
Period.
I don't feel bad for Lil Rod. He knew what he was getting himself into. When somebody disrespects your mother, that's when you check them right then and there, no matter who they is. You ain't gonna smack my mama. I'll smack your mama before you smack my mama. Diddy probably would have liked that. He probably would have brought his mother up there to get smacked. His mother probably would have been waiting with a face full of makeup, trying to see if Lil Rod about that life. And if he would have slapped Diddy's mother, Diddy would have penetrated the life out of that man. Lil Rod recalled the time when he went to a Thanksgiving dinner with Diddy, Young Miami, and others. I remember that. They was giving out turkeys and stuff for the kids, so what was he complaining about? He wasn't even happy on Turkey Day. Why is he such a bitch, man?
Period.
They having a good time. All the kids is there. Everybody came to eat. This is a celebratory moment, but somehow Lil Rod found a reason to be upset. He should have just went home. If he didn't want to be there, why was he there, man? Say, the caring place. This is a place for people and fam. They make it seem like Puff was evil 24/7. Even when he was fixing the dinners, people ain't know that they had body fluids all in their plate. He make it seem like Puff is so much of a deviant. He dug up his butt with the gloves on and served the people the food. I don't think he is bad as people making him out to be. Now, I ain't making no excuses for him, but Young Miami said a whole lot of favorable things about this man.
I apologize to anyone this video may be embarrassing to. Let's just jump right into it. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician. Different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip hop side. I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak. I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album.
How's somebody gonna tell you not to go to sleep?
Period.
You're a grown ass man. I wish somebody would. Don't go to sleep. Them beats sounded booty as hell by the morning. You up all night, doom da da, doom da da, doom da da, doom da. Puff might like that. He wants you to get into a trance-like state when you just at your weakest of weakest and your lowest of lows, and you eat another honey bun, that sugar get to flowing through your body. He know when you right. When you start walking around, you a grown ass man, and you stomping all hard and shit. Diddy know when you get right. He want to wait until you half sleep. All your morality is gone. You willing to do anything just to get a little bit of sleep. That's when he start questioning you and asking you stuff and start pressing you because you too tired to resist, man. You so sleepy, you just say, "Go on, Diddy.
Period.
Go on. Go on, Puff. I can't fight it no more." And then that's when the music, the creativity start. That's when it all come alive, man. According to Lil Rod, look at his face, man. I don't feel bad for him. He knew what he was getting into. He was raised up in the church. And he didn't say who church he went to. It could have been, look, rest in peace, Bishop Eddie Long. I ain't trying to be speaking on him like that. Because he was a good pastor regardless of what people say about him. He was a good pastor. And it's a possibility that Lil Rod was a part of his church, man. I know I'm wrong for this. That sweater itching. He ain't hiding. He ain't talk to his mama. As soon as he see his mother, she gonna put him on Instagram. Her old ass probably got a World Star page waiting for him.
Straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many.
Oh, we heard
situations. Just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies, and on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that, so I'm fighting back. He's a fighter, but I'm gonna put in this fight. I got to do it for myself, my rights, and most importantly, my kids. Taking my publishing or stealing it is I'm not gonna let that happen. Not gonna let that happen. Again, this is one of those projects that
man, the publishing is the least of his worries. All that stuff he said in the lawsuit, he worried about the publishing. Now, I know a lot of y'all heard this before, and the reason why I'm playing it again is because he going broke trying to do what the girls do. For you fellas out there, you can't do what the ladies do. You can't get away with what the ladies do, man. I tried to be Tissa Tells. I ain't gonna lie. I got on here trying to be Tissa. I washed my face real good. I was even thinking about getting some color contacts.
Period.
But I realized that I can't do that. I'm a dude. Lil Rod, he realized he had to learn the hard way. You try to follow in the female's footsteps as a man, you only gonna end up with broken ankles. You can't walk in them heels, man. He should have left it alone and he should have been happy for Cassie that she got her 30 mil, but he figured, hell, Cassie got 30 mil. She ain't even work on the album. Where my 30 mil at? Oh, he groped my anus. He squeezed my genitals. Now he a whole clown out here. This is sad to watch.
It took so much time from me. I missed holidays with my family, just out working on this album. At one point, I was running around with the hard drives, the computer, just to run the ball on this album, to finish the production on it, and make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful.
Welcome to life, Lil Rod. Diddy is the boss. He can do what he want to do. I'm pretty sure he showed you the contract and you still went for it. You wanted the experience. You wanted the opportunity to say that you worked with Puff. Being in his presence was more important than the money. You said, if I get credits on his album and it goes platinum and it does all this stuff, I'm gonna make my money on the back end. That's what you agreed to, or else you wouldn't even have went through with it. So seeing how things turned out, you gotta take them L's. But this L you taking is a horrible L. You taking a woman's L as a man. So you got 2 L's. Like Cool J. He shit. Delicious. Blowing kisses. Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section. Do y'all feel bad for Lil Rod? Did he bite off more than he could chew? Diddy laughing all the way to the bank. He home free. He not going to jail. Especially not for no Lil Rod. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button too. I got so much love for y'all. I'ma holla at y'all on the next video.